The ramblings of a madman can be very dangerous, especially for those of you who listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of Big Daddy SDV podcast. I am your host, Big Daddy SDV. You guys might know me from Triple Threat, which I host a show with me, my friends California Kid, and The Pike. Today we're going to do something a little different. Today we're going to, it's going to be a solo show. It's just going to be me shooting the shit, talking about wrestling and anything that comes to my mind. And I'm going to try to do this mostly when we can't do Triple Threat because, you know, life and unexpected occurrences and stuff like that. If you want to hear our latest episode of Triple Threat, I'll leave a link to our Triple Threat show, and we got one up called The Return of the American Dragon, where we talked about Dan Brown returning and the latest induction to the Hall of Fame. And we also talked about the Karate Kid, the new Karate Kid, I think it's either a TV show or movie for the YouTube Red. So if you want to check that out, please go to that and like and subscribe and tell a friend. Alright guys, as we record this is Wrestlemania weekend. A lot of stuff popping off in New Orleans. So I decided that what we're going to do in this episode is talk about predictions for both the NXT Takeover and the WrestleMania card, which I got right here. But let's get to the NXT Takeover. Actually, the card looks pretty good. A lot of since the inception of NXT Takeover has not disappointed. It's been pretty solid matches since the last few ones. I think the last one was Velveteen Dream and Aleister Black, which was very good. The Amber Moon and Shayna Baszler match was awesome. I think that was War Games. I could be wrong about that, but the NXT Takeover card has been solid, especially the ones before WrestleMania. So it should be a good show. We're gonna start off with the unsanctioned match between Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano, and if Gargano wins, he will get his job back. And if he doesn't, he will be banned from NXT if he loses, which I think he should already be since he lost to Ciamas, but you know, wrestling. But this is pretty much might be match of night. Ciampa and Gargano used to be DY and they were great as a tag team, didn't disappoint, and I think that their singles match is gonna be great with a bunch of high-flying moves and should be an awesome match. I think I'm gonna go with Johnny on this one because I don't think they're gonna bring him up to the main roster just yet. I think they're probably gonna give him, I would say, either up to SummerSlam or Survivor Series, depending. But I got Johnny Gargano for the win this match. And the next match will be the NXT Tag Title Triple Threat match for the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic between the Authors of Pain, Roderick Strong, and Pete Dunne, and the Undisputed Era. Again, another good match of night candidate. I don't think it's going to be Authors of Pain. I think they're going to get called up after WrestleMania because SmackDown really needs some tag teams right now. It just needs more tag teams for that division, and I think for Raw too. So I would think after WrestleMania, the Authors of Pain will get called up to the main roster. I think the Undisputed Era is going to retain, and should be a really great match. Next on the card is the NXT Women's Title match between Shayna Baszler versus Amber Moon. Another should be a great match between these two women. The last one was awesome. I think Amber Moon's going to retain. I think they're probably going to give it to Shayna in the next takeover. I don't think they're going to call Amber Moon up after WrestleMania. I think it's going to be a back and forth between her and Baszler. And I said it before on Triple Threat that I think between Shayna, Sonya, and Ronda Rousey, Shayna pretty much to me is going to be the breakout star between these three women. I like her character a lot, and she just gives me that feeling of a really great heel. But I pick Amber Moon to retain for now. And we also got the ladder match to crown the first ever NXT North American Championship. Not feeling the North American Championship title. It's okay. It's not as bad as the WWE Universal title. But it's okay. I mean, it's not as bad as the Cena spinner belt and the Divas title belt, but just okay. We got Ethan Carter III, Adam Cole, Lars Sylvian, the Velveteen Dream, and Curlin Dane. I'm gonna go with Velveteen Dream, but for some reason, I got the feeling that they're gonna go with Ethan Carter III. Not to say that that's a bad thing, but I would rather give it to Velveteen Dream instead of Ethan Carter. I been liking Velveteen Dream ever since his match with Aleister Black, and I think that if he's not gonna get the NXT title, he probably should get the North American Championship. But like I said, I get a feeling that it's gonna be Ethan Carter instead of Velveteen Dream. Also for the Triple Threat tag match, there is a stipulation because I think one of the Undisputed Era got hurt. So since Bobby Fish got injured, Kyle O'Reilly has to make a decision to either go at it alone, or Adam Cole's gonna either do this match instead of the ladder match, or he's gonna pull double duty and do both the tag title match and the ladder match for the North American Championship. So we shall see. I think Adam's gonna probably do double duty because that's how Adam Cole rolls. So my guess he's gonna do both. But like I said, I think Velveteen Dream will win the North American Championship. And for the next match is the NXT title match, Aleister Black versus Synonymous. I actually like Synonymous as champion. He's been pretty good. I like his stint in Royal Rumble. Do I think that they're gonna call him up at WrestleMania? Probably not. I think he's probably going to retain. They're probably going to do a long feud between him and Aleister Black. My guess will be that he probably going to be called before or after SummerSlam. That's why I think that they're going to probably call him up. But I think Almas is going to retain, and that him and Aleister Black going to have a long feud before they get the title to Black. I think Almas probably going to win by DQ. Alright, the matches have been announced for the pre-show for WrestleMania. This year it's going to be the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and the Women's Battle Royal, and the Cruiserweight title between Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. And that's going to be on the kickoff show, which is going to be at 5 o'clock this Sunday. 2 hours, because WrestleMania started at 7. Okay, my prediction for the Andre the Battle Royal will be Broken Matt. I prefer Broken, but he's Woken Matt in the WWE. I just think it's going to be Matt's time. I don't really see anybody else that really needs to win the Battle Royal. I just think that Matt pretty much deserves it and needs it more. As for the Women's Battle Royal, I had to go with either Ruby Riott or Becky Lynch. Sasha and Bailey doesn't really need it. Liv Morgan and Sarah don't need it. Sonya and Mandy doesn't need it. The reason I say Ruby pretty much showed that she can hang when she faced Charlotte at Fastlane. And I think that Becky needs something right now because she doesn't have anything. And they just been misusing Becky ever since she won the women's title, and ever since then she hasn't been the same since. So I would think that her winning the women's battle royal would help her get back on the right track. But my guess would be between her and Ruby Riott to win the battle royal. As for the Cruiserweight title match, I'm going with Cedric Alexander. He's been waiting ever since he got into 205. I think they're going to go with him. And that's for the pre-show. So we got a huge card for WrestleMania. And we're going to start off with the Fatal 4-Way for the WWE US title. Rusev, Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, and champion Randy Orton. It pains me to say this, but I think that Jinder Mahal is going to win. There's only one reason they would take the title off of Bobby Roode and put it on Randy, either to make Randy a transitional champion so he could take the pin and let Jinder Mahal win. I just got that feeling because I knew, when they started this whole thing between Bobby and Randy, that when Orton won, that probably going to set up for Orton to take the pin for Jinder Mahal to put the U.S. title on him. I really do not want that, but it seems like they're going to put the U.S. title on Jinder Mahal. I really would love for it to go on Rusev. I love how Rusev, came up with the whole Rusev Day. I think he needs to get the title on him. He's got the fans behind him. They just need to put the title on Rusev. He's been due a push ever since that whole thing with Cena. So, to me, I would rather have it on Rusev or Bobby Roode, but I get this distinct feeling that they're going to put the title on Jinder Mahal. So, I think Jinder Mahal is going to win the Fatal 4-Way. Next match, the triple threat for the WWE Intercontinental title. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor versus The Miz. I'm going with Finn Balor, even though I would prefer that Balor should have been in the match between Reigns and Brock, seeing as Finn Balor never ever got his rematch for the Universal title. And honestly, I would rather see him versus Brock instead of Roman Reigns, but, Vince, go fig. He's going to do whatever he wants, so, it is what it is. But I think it's Finn Balor's time. He deserves to have gotten back his championship, so I'm going to go with the Demon King. Even though I love Miz as a heel and as a champion, he's been proven why he is the best through this whole year. But I think it's time for Finn Balor to at least get the Intercontinental title, because he so deserve to get back a title after losing the Universal title. You know, Seth gonna be alright. Seth doesn't need the belt. He's gonna be fine. But I pick Finn Balor for the win. Next match will be the Raw Tag Team title match. Braun Strowman and a partner of his choosing versus Cesaro and Sheamus the Bar. Braun Strowman, another guy who I think should have been in the main event spot, especially after all the prop he's getting. But, you know, WWE didn't want to pull the trigger on that gun and put him in the main event. So now they got him going after the Bar for the tag titles. Who his partner is going to be? My guess would be between either Bobby Lashley or, I don't want to say Elias because I think that's a bad idea to put those two together. I think it's going to be Bobby Lashley. It'd be shocking if it's anybody else. But my head's going with Bobby Lashley as Braun Strowman's partner. And also, that skit that he did on Raw was just painful. Look, WWE, I don't mind him doing like the little, you know, comedy routine like he did. I forgot who he was chasing down. It was either The Miz or Roman Reigns, and the guy was standing there with cake and came back and ate the cake. I don't mind that. That's funny, but all the other stuff like he did Monday, you know, putting on a shirt and glasses, you know, he can do little comedy things, but, you know, just tone it down a little. Don't do too much, because then nobody would take him seriously. But, I say that, Strowman and his partner would be, Cesaro and Sheamus, for the, Raw Tag titles. Should be a decent match. And we'll move on to the Raw Women's title match between Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. As we know, they, you know, did that whole fat shaming acceptance storyline with Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. Very happy for Nia. She deserves it. But I think somehow Alexa's gonna get either DQ'd or get off with DQ. I think they're probably going to put the Raw title on Nia Jax at Backlash. Or maybe we have Mrs. Money in the Bank cashing in during the match and pin Alexa Bliss to become the Raw's women's titles. So maybe that might happen. But somehow Nia would not get the title. I think they're probably going to save it till Backlash for her to get the title. I would not be surprised if Carmella does cash it in on Alexa Bliss during the match, seeing as the next match I get into, I really don't see her pulling the Money in the Bank on her. It just would look real stupid. But I think Alexa Bliss will win by DQ or escape by just the skin of her teeth, or Carmella will cash the Money in the Bank on Alexa. Speaking of the other women's title match, SmackDown women's title match, Asuka versus Charlotte Flair. Should be match of the night between Asuka and Charlotte. I pretty much prefer this over Alexa versus Asuka. I think both Charlotte and Asuka will put on a good match, and I think that the Empress tomorrow will win over the Queen Charlotte. Should be a very interesting match between the two. And like I said before, I think that it'd be pretty dumb if Carmella would try to cash in on Asuka after she wins. I hope she doesn't cash it in during the match to take the title from Charlotte. I think that WWE is going to let Asuka have a moment, since they fucked up a moment during Royal Rumble with Ronda coming out and pointing at the sun like she's the dude from Fantasy Island. You know, instead of her saying the plane, she says sign. I'm surprised nobody has forwarded a video to Matthew for Botchamania of Ace of Base, but I guess that'd be too easy. So let's head on to the triple threat for the SmackDown tag titles. The New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos. You know, a lot of people saying that it's going to be the Bludgeon Brothers. I hope for the Usos to retain, since that this is their first WrestleMania in, I think they say 10 years since they've been with the company. This is their first being on WrestleMania. I think like one of the brothers got hurt a bunch of the other times, and the last time they were like just put off the card. So this is their first time in WrestleMania, and I think that the Usos will retain, but a lot of people saying that it's going to be the Bludgeon Brothers taking the titles, which I don't got nothing against Luke or Eric. I like them both, but I just think that Usos had a moment in the sun, and then Backlash, the Bludgeon Brothers can take the titles, but I think Jimmy Juice is gonna take this one. Next match, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. If Zayn and Owens win, they get their jobs back. If they lose, they remain fired. This is gonna be a hard one. Because of the stipulation. Normally, I'm thinking about going with Zayn and Owens, but because it's Daniel Bryan's first match in, I think, 3 years, they're probably going to give the match to Daniel Bryan. Shane came out on SmackDown and looks like he's going to be okay for the tag match. So, should be a good match. Hopefully everything goes alright for Daniel. I hope nothing but the best for this man. As, you know, he fought tooth and nail to get back in the ring. I just hope that Daniel Bryan doesn't do anything stupid. You know, lay off the diving headbutt and jumping outside, as we said on the latest triple threat. But hopefully Daniel Bryan, has a great match and nothing crazy happens to him, because he won the Intercontinental title like 3 years ago, and then he got hurt again. So I just hope history doesn't repeat itself, and Daniel Bryan has a great match. But I'm picking Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. I think Kevin Owens and Sami are going to get their jobs back, but they're going to be going to Raw when they do the whole shakeup after WrestleMania. So we'll be ready to see them going to Raw, but I think Daniel Bryan and Shane are gonna win this one. Next match, Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Oh man, look, I said this before on Triple Threat. I think Ronda is not cut out to be a face, at least right now. Her promo skills needs a lot of work, and these whole promos have been cringeworthy. The thing Monday night with her, Kurt, and Hunter and Stephanie was just lame. The whole move that Stephanie did to put through the table was kind of weak. Look, Ronda and Kurt are gonna win. You know, they would be crazy to let Ronda lose to Triple H and Stephanie at WrestleMania. But hopefully after Mania, Ronda would get a manager like Paul, because I think she's gonna need a manager for right now, at least to be with her and help her with her promos, because she's gonna need a lot of help with that. I think her and Kurt are gonna win this one. Next match is for the Raw WWE Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Let me say this, I'm not excited about this match. The whole build-up has been kind of lame. But I think Roman's going to get the title. And this is probably going to be Brock's last match in WWE for a while. He's going to go to the UFC. I don't know what to say, but this match is not interesting me at the least. Hopefully, I'm proven wrong. But I really don't care for this match, and I'm just going to be waiting for Roman versus Samoa Joe, which should be a better match. But I think that Roman's going to take this one. And last but not least, we have the WWE Championship for SmackDown with AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Pretty much the match that I am waiting to see next to Asuka and Charlotte. I think that Shinsuke will get it. And you hear that doubt in my voice because I don't believe that Vince would put the title on Shinsuke. I want Shinsuke to win, but I think that Vince won't pull the trigger on this one. He'll pull the trigger on Asuka, but he won't pull the trigger on Shinsuke. I won't be surprised if AJ retains, but honestly, I think Shinsuke should get the title. But I just don't think that Vince will pull the trigger on that one either. Should be a great match. Hopefully, the whole rumors about AJ being hurt it doesn't play a factor into the match. They say that it's the same injury like Seth had when he faced Triple H last year. Hopefully it's not true, and hopefully AJ is okay and it doesn't factor into the match in any way. But my money is with Shinsuke. Even though this hasn't been confirmed, Taker versus Cena. I like the Brock and Roman match. I'm really not feeling this. The whole, Taker saying goodbye at WrestleMania. But like I said on Triple Threat, I understand why, Undertaker might want to do this because that match between him and Roman was shitty, and that's not the way he wants to go out. Maybe. So he wants to do it with Cena. I'm fine with it. But, I was hoping that he would come out and say it. But, as for the past few weeks, you haven't heard nothing from Cena. From Taker. No confirmation or anything. So, I don't know what to think about it. We'll just have to wait to see. Is he going to come back as the dead man, or is he going to come back as the Biker Taker? I don't mind him coming back as Biker Taker. I like the Biker Taker gimmick. A lot of people shitting on it. But I like the Biker Taker gimmick. But we'll just have to wait and see. And I don't think it's going to be a match. It's probably going to be like a little brawl, and probably setting up for next year's WrestleMania. But we shall see. And that's my prediction for both the NXT Takeover and the WrestleMania pay-per-view. If you like, please subscribe. Tell a friend, rock that bell, let you know when new videos are uploaded. I will leave a link to Triple Threat. Join me, California Kid, and the Pike when we talk about different types of wrestling, TV shows, movie, just shoot the shit. And thank you, and see you guys later. Peace. See you guys later. Peace. See you guys later. Peace. See you guys later.